Hi, myself Jahangir Alam, and I'm going to tell you about my presentations. And my presentation's topic is analysis of the effects of social media marketing on consumer behavior. Now I'm going to tell you about my introductions of presentation. With the changes of technology, social media platform has been grown and people adapted quickly. The most important things to look at there is using different platform in a long time becomes habit within years. So thus impacts on people and lifestyles. And that lead to change in their buying decisions. Because of the revolutionary nature of this tool, brand audience interactions have been reinvented and digital mediums have become fundamental to how people find and interact with content. It is crucial for both advertisers and academics to understand the complex implications of social media marketing. This article looks into important research studies that provide insights into the complex relationships of different aspects. These aspects are from social media marketing to audience engagements, also conversation threads, repeat purchases are some important facts to consider here. So the goal of the review to expand knowledge of social media advertising impacts on current consumers. In my presentation, so my third slide is context of the research. There has been a dramatic shift in the way that consumers connect with brands since the rise and development of social media. How companies interact with their customers and influence their actions has been revolutionized by social media marketing. As more people depend on the internet for their news and relationships, the importance of advertising on social media has increased dramatically. This study analyzes the findings of many important studies to provide light on the complex interplay between marketing, engagement, conversion rates, and repeat purchase related to social media advertising. So, researching about this is important for business in the rapidly developing field of consumer behavior affected by digital platforms. In my fourth slide, I am going to tell you about research title and objective. The title of this research is Analysis of the Effects of Social Media Marketing on Consumer Behavior. There's three objectives, which is understand the effects of advertisements and social media on consumers, know the influence of social media advertising on consumers' decisions making process. And third is reveal the effects of social media advertising on repeat purchases. In my fifth uh, slide, I am going to tell you about the data collection procedure. To find valuable insight, six related publications are analyzed. Here, each of the six publications data processing uh, data collecting methodologies is briefly summarized below. Data of Borber et al.'s 2018 study on different platforms was obtained from an online survey conducted by a market research firm that focused on engagement in social media as well as advertising, and it is completed by 1919 touch response as 13 and above. Aside from administering an online questionnaire to a convenience sample of 306 German college students between the ages of 18 and 34. Weissmuller et al. 2020 investigated the impact of influencer endorsements. This impact is measured especially to see consumers' intentions, and this intentions is related to make a purchase. Moreover, using a retrospective online questionnaire, Boramonti and Clave 2019 is an online questionnaire conducted over 3 months to Egyptian social media users. Further, Asman et al. 2015 focuses on EKB consumer decisions making model. Ibrahim 2020 conducted an online study through a market research business with Egyptian users who have visited US music festivals to investigate the functions of trust in social media marketing. Moreover, using an online self-administered survey disseminated by a commercial research agency, Hudson et al. 2015 investigated the effect of different platforms. This effect is triggered especially in emotional connection. In my sixth slide, I'm going to tell you about the data collections procedures. To find valuable insights, six related publications are analyzed. Here, each of the six publication data collections methodologies is briefly summarized below. Data for Vorval et al. 2018 study on different platforms was obtained from an online survey conducted by a market research firm. It focused on engagement in social media as well as advertising, and it is completed by 1,919 task response as 13 and above. This is from administering an online question to a convinced sample of 306 German college students between the age of 18 and 34. Smaller et al. 2010 investing the impact of influencer endorsement. This special measures especially to see consumers' intentions and these intentions is related to make a purchase. Moreover, using a retrospective migration Baramonti and Kidley use an online questionnaire conducted over the 3 months of the existing social media users. Further, Asman 2015 focused on EKB consumer decision making model. Ibrahim conducted an online study through a market research business with Egyptian users who have visited US music festivals to investigate the function of trust in social media marketing. Moreover, using an online self-administered survey disseminated by a commercial research agency Hudson in 2015 is affected to a different platform. This aspect is triggered especially in emotional connection. In my seven slides, I am going to tell you about the findings, effects of advertisements on social media on consumers. The impact of advertisements on some consumers within the domain of social media platforms are explained by the research of Burford et al. 2018 and Westmuller et al. 2020. Burford et al. 2018 addressed the complexity of user interactions with social media and its effect on consumers' assessment of it, but in their finding highlights the importance of platform participation in establishing the relationship between advertising evolution and social media advertising. This shows that successful social media advertising depends on familiarity with the unique characteristics of its platform and how these characteristics influence users' interactions with advertisements. Westmuller et al. 2020 also highlights the same context, like the elements and the sources of advertising on social media platforms which attract consumers. Different aspects regarding this also discussed here. Among them, personalized is one of the things to consider. So keep going with the trendy of the being also focused. In my eighth slide, I'm going to tell you about social media advertising influence consumers' choice. Finding the details, findings influence on social media advertising on consumer decision making process. Here is social media advertising influence customers' choices as shown by studies by Varamonti and Clear and Ashman at 2015. Consumers' behavior during complex transactions related within the influence of different social media platforms was investigated in research by Varamonti and Clear 2019. The research shows users report that making decisions is easier and more efficient, which boosts their assurance and confidence. Those who find the material they get online to be of more quality and quantity than they anticipate also express highest levels of happiness. This highlights the positive impact on social media has in facilitating consumers' experience and driving difficult buying decisions. Especially during the research and assessment of ability options, the consumer decision-making model, which is named as Angel Collada, and the Blackwell interview was evaluated by Ashman in 2015. Also, its applicability to the setting of collaboration digital culture was determined. When the model is still useful, this research shows that the popularity of participation culture has altered the dynamics of decision making. In my ninth slide, I'm going to tell you about finding effects of social media advertising on repeat purchase. Consumers' positive experience with business are a direct result of their participations in social media campaigns for such business. Reliable online information motivates favorable brand associations and lasting relationships by serving as a mediator. The elements which impact on advertising on has been studied by Ibrahim 2020 and Hudson 2015 her internet consumer properly uh, prosperity to make repeat purchases and other reactions are discussed. And this mediator is observing social media activities. In my 10th slide, I am going to tell you about the evolution of findings. There's three options, and I'm going to tell you about this. The studies reach the result of right insights into the complex ways in which social media advertising influences consumers' impressions, choice, and subsequent purchase. The second one is consumers are more satisfied after using social media for research and decision making. Third is its results highlight the centrality of social media in experience influencing decisions and increasing pleasure. In conclusion, I'm going to tell you about the constant evolutions of marketing on the internet has deepens engagements and interactions in this era by reshaping the relationship between customers and companies. Second is findings show that trust and familiarity with the platform's characters are crucial to making and representing. The third option is the power of social media to influence consumer behavior influence highlighted by the influence it has on decision making and the importance of emotions connection. Recommendations. Understanding the patterns of participation on a social media platform is essential for business. Focus on earning people's confidence by providing them with accurate data, credibility, recommendations, and honesty, making claims necessary. Create meaningful bonds with customers through one-on-one encounters and empathy is important. In my reflections, the process of writing this review has helped me to keep up with the rapidly evolving interactions of science, business, and psychology. The second option is creating concise summaries of in-depth studies while retaining their core required careful considerations. Maintaining a steady balance between technical idea explanations and narrative flow was difficult but ultimately satisfying. Multidisciplinary ideas has gone through difficulties impress the necessity for ongoing learning on the ever-changing marketing industry. In my presentation, I am giving some prefaces. Some of those I am going to tell you about some few references. First one is Ashman, Arsolman MR at Olney, J 2015, and the All Model for a New Age. The book about the consumer decision making in personal digital culture, journal of customers' behavior. 14 by 2 127 to 146 Ashman et al. 2015. You can find it from there. And the second one is the Bond 2023. How do modern consumers make buying decisions? Available at https www.bonemind.com/how/modern/consumers make/buying/decisions access on 21 late August 2028. This is the end of my presentation. Now I'm going to tell you that thank you for giving your concentrations to listening my uh, presentation. Thanks everyone.